much interviewing with people?
I do some. I've been lucky enough over the years to do some.
And did they all tell you how they won the war?
No, you're the only one.
Oh.
We're looking forward to hearing that.
It just happened, I was there.
So how old were you when you joined the Air Force?
That's a good question. I wasn't too old, about 22, 24. But there was a war on. Actually, I went down, I wanted to get into air crew. I wanted to be a pilot, you know, the captains of the clouds. Anyway, I went down and volunteered when the war was declared. I became a navigator. I was the second oldest man in the crew. The bomb aimer was 31. I was about 24. But they all did their job, no matter what their age was. I was the navigator, so I was up in front, ahead of the pilot, with the wireless operator and the bomb aimer. Being the navigator, I only ever looked out once. We flew over the Ruhr, and I looked out and I saw all those searchlights, all those flares, and I didn't want to look anymore. Flashing of guns out there and thinking, I can't live through all that. After that, I just concentrated on where we were and where we were going. Until we weren't going anywhere, we were bailing out. We were on our way to Hanover when we got shot down. The pilot says, prepare to abandon aircraft. He put his hand up to open the hatch over his head. The airplane blew up, blew him out, blew his chute open, not a scratch. And the escape hatch for those three of us was up in the front on the floor. Well, I sat down, pulled the hatch cover off. And when you bail out of an airplane, you're supposed to go head first, so that if anything hits the side of the airplane, it's your feet. And because I was sitting there and the other two were looking at me as much as say, get out of the way, I slid out feet first and the propeller clipped the leg off. The two guys behind me did the right thing. They went head first and the propeller clipped their heads off. I made a mistake. I went the wrong way. I guess the good Lord looks after a few people who make mistakes. A thing like that, you know, you remember it. Yeah. Oh, it took us there and back 13 times, and the last one, well, I think I was rather lucky all around.
Heard that 13 was the unlucky number in sorties.
I don't know what number is unlucky. The one you get shot down is the unlucky one.
The contribution of those who served in this long campaign should be recognized by all Canadians for what it was. Part of a difficult but necessary fight to win a war against what Winston Churchill called a monstrous tyranny.
Well, if there's a war on, you've got to do your job, whether it's in the Army or the Air Force or the Navy. A lot of air crew were lost. But we never thought of that. I mean, there was a war and you were supposed to do certain things and you did them.
Did you ever think about what you were doing on a daily basis, how dangerous it was?
No, you were going to win the war. You didn't think about the consequences.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us today?
Can't think of anything. How I won the war? Well, I didn't even shoot a shot in the war. Being a navigator, I just sat there and sharpened my pencil once in a while. Yeah.